101. Jealousy reflects an ugly soul. 102. A mind of comparison is a mind of wickedness. 103. Vanity is the cancer cell of life. 104. Complaining is a poisoned arrow. 105. Selfishness is the source of trouble and the primary path to hell. 106. Anger is the source of all diseases, and being angry is like poisoning yourself chronically. 107. Rage is an emotional cyclone. Those who are raging are the first to get hurt. 108. Laziness is a parasite's consciousness. 109. Gratitude is the first element toward sublimating life's quality. 110. Selflessness is the path to heaven. 111. Giving and dedicating are the best ways to accumulate treasures in heaven. 112. Money, power, position, fame, and beauty are the devil's bait. 113. The more you possess, the more trouble you get. 114. Health, calmness, joy, contentment, and peace are rewards from the greatest creator. 115. Only when you possess nothing can you own everything. 116. As a human, honesty is the best policy. 117. Once the fundamentals are established, the proper way appears. 118. If one can achieve an integrity of body and soul through self-improving and self-refining, then real spirit will grow in them, great talent and virtue will appear from them. 119. Keeping one's faith is the first priority in life. Breaking one's word is a crime. 120. Being negative is like cutting one's own and other people's arteries to release blood. 121. Repentance is an effective way to purify one's soul. It is also a good solution to help ani eliminate negative karma and avoid bad consequences. 122. Praying has incredible supernatural power. Pray more when you feel that you are too trapped by your surroundings to realize your beautiful ideal. 123. Being cold is symptomatic of lacking vigor and vitality, and those who lack enthusiasm and passion cannot do great things. 124. Greed is a psychological disease. 125. Arrogance is a devil's quality. 126. Stubbornness is a symbol of rigid thinking. 127. The truth can be found in neither debates nor arguments. 128. Cheating is a crime. 129. Suspicion is a kind of phenomenon of psychological perversion. 130. Resentment is poisoning yourself and others. 131. Cursing is a wizardry and the cursor will become a demon, so do not curse no matter how angry you are. 132. Hate ruins the haters. 133. The most vulnerable to injury are the weakest and most defective parts. 134. Praising others shows the beauty and richness of one's soul. 135. Belittling others shows the ugliness and thinness of one's soul. 136. Humbleness is the beginning of progress, sublimation, and the bridge toward heaven. 137. Trust is honey and distrust is a knife. 138. As humans, we need to have some religious sentiment. 139. Being one's natural self is their greatest beauty. 140. Do not judge others. Be careful about conclusive words before they leave your mouth. 141. Say your own words, do your own thing, go your own road, and cultivate your own way. Do not bother with others or regard other people's business. 142. Faith is truth. Love is life. 143. Forgiving and tolerating others will broaden our paths and living spaces. 144. Chase after the sun, and you will escape the darkness. Chase after happiness, and you will escape trouble. Chase after paradise, and you will escape this mortal world. 145. Those from whom ugly things emanate prove themselves to be ugly. 146. If you escape from yourself and are afraid to face yourself, then you will suffer endless pain. 147. Love is a state of being. It is like the sun shining and flowers blooming. 148. Love does not possess specific objects. Love is the blossoming of our most beautiful qualities. 149. Whoever lives for others is belittling and trampling their personalities and dignity. 150. Beware of those who say, I do this for your own good, as they could have selfish intentions and really do it for their own good. 151. Criticizing each other causes misery and suffering, and shows that you are rigid and stubborn. 152. Egalitarianism is unfair. Communism without belief in the greatest creator does not work. 153. We should have light in our eyes and love in our hearts. Thoughts need to be kind and routine work needs to be diligent. 154. Quality decides function, and the quality of a person decides their value and function in society. 155. Dignity depends on good character to maintain. Power and wealth cannot build dignity. 156. It is easy to have good relationships with everyone if we do not ask any favor from them. I would not care about the price of wine if I did not drink it. The best way to resist something is, don't use it, ignore it. 157. Take things as they are, associate with others by following naturally come-and-go relations, act in accordance with one's intrinsic nature, and take advantage of opportunities as they arise. 158. Only saints are qualified to guide others. 159. Always cherish and create your blessings instead of over-consuming and wasting them. Once your blessings run out, you will have a rough time. 160. Great oaks from small acorns grow. Put more efforts into basic things. 161. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Little things make big things happen. 162. What we have seen is where we are going. What have we seen? 163. Deliver the best quality in all jobs you do or do not do them. 164. Do not desire supernatural powers or magic arts. Do not show off your supernatural power to impress, confuse, or mislead others. Be your true and natural self. 165. Always return to the zero state. Do not abuse your power or claim credit. Do not flaunt your past. 166. Focus on good things and ignore bad ones. The law of attraction is magical. 167. If I am very healthy both physically and mentally, who can make me sick? 168. Keep individuality yet blend in commonness. 169. Do not stop when you are faced with adversity. Things might turn around at the next corner. 170. Happiness springs from collective groups. Joys from creation. Freedom is earned and well-being comes from dedication. 171. Do not kidnap, bind, or strangle your loved ones in the name of love. 172. It is better for others to owe you than for you to owe others. This is how we become free. 173. Everything is consumed in commotion, but is benefited from tranquility, and tranquility is the home of our spirit. Tranquility gives birth to wisdom, while commotion breeds fatuity. You cannot achieve much or go very far without peace of mind. 174. Close one door and many other doors will open for you automatically. 175. It is better to create the future than to dwell in the past. 176. Self-righteousness harms our souls, and shrewdness obstructs our advancement toward enlightenment. Repentance from bad consequences helps to rid our stupidity. With a pure heart and peaceful mind, we can behave in accordance with the way of nature. 177. The spirituality of those who lust for the nutrition of meat from livestock is bound to be harmed, and those who gain advantages from others will be punished by Tao. 178. Men are handsome for their masculinity, and women are beautiful for their femininity, but men with too much femininity and women with too much masculinity are ugly. 179. There is no love or hate without reason. 180. Money does not grow on trees, and there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Everything is priced. 181. A civilized society is one in which resources are shared by all its members. A barbariconious one in which they are contested and claimed. 182. Everything is good in moderation but poisonous in excess. 183. All conflicts are irrational. 184. Throwing stones at each other's barbaric behavior. 185. A timely compromise is wise, and a time liartriat can move you forward. 186. Associate with people but do not form cliques with them. This is a great quality of civilized people. 187. A man of superior virtue shows no virtue. A man of superior mercy demonstrates no mercy. The great image has no image. Tao never does anything, yet all things happen through it. 188. Everyone needs to be responsible for their words, actions, and choices. None can escape them. 189. Do not treat others as your emotional trash cans by imposing your misery and suffering upon them. 190. Be an honest person in word and deed. 191. Encourage frugality and simplicity, but eschew extravagancy and waste. 192. As a man sows, so he shall reap. Good will be rewarded with good and evil with evil. There are no gates to fortune or misfortune. You cause your own. 193. Whether porridge or cooked rice, remember that nothing is easy to come by. For half a piece of silk or cotton thread, think of the difficulty in production. Fix your houses before the rainfall sand. Do not dig wells till you are thirsty. Live frugally and do not linger on others' parties. Utensils should be plain and clean. Pottery is better than gold and jade. Eat good quality food but in moderation. Vegetables are better than costly delicacies. Do not build luxurious houses or scheme for rich land. 194. Those who are keen on the bizarre lack farsightedness, and those who walk along their life's journey alone cannot be persistent. Tao manifests itself in nature, and union is strength. 195. Let everyone display their talents to their fullest and make the best use of everything. The biggest wastes are to suppress the lensan to let things go unused. 196. The more something is shared, the greater its value becomes. 197. Surrendering is masterly gain, and letting go is an ever victorious way of having. 198. Vice is more harmful when concealed than revealed, but benevolence known to all is inferior to that known to none. Correct your faults immediately upon discovering them, but avoid claiming credit for yourself. 199. Good processes naturally result in good results. If every detail is perfect, then the final result will be fruitful. 200. Stay away from all evil conduct but pursue kind deeds. What is evil conduct? Here are some examples. Profanity against the greatest creator, gods, and deities. Slanderous comments against celestials and Buddhas. A mocking and defaming sages and saints. Insulting one's ancestors. Maltreating one's parents. Murder and robbery. Mistreating and slaughtering animals. Bullying and insulting widows and widowers. Harming one's brothers and sisters. Humiliating one's teachers, superiors, and seniors. Hoodwinking young and inexperienced children. Framing kind people deviously. Defrauding ignorant and naive people. Vilifying one's schoolmates. Harming one's colleagues hideously. Employing lies, fraud, sting operations, and entrapment against others. Slandering and criticizing one's extended and immediate family members maliciously. Maltreating one's inferiors and claiming their merits as one's own. Fawning over one's superiors and claiming credit for their achievements. Showing no gratitude for favors. Harboring endless resentment. Slighting ordinary people. Disrupting state affairs. Encouraging injustice. Torturing the innocent. Blocking insect caves and overturning nests. Destroying embryos and eggs. Pilfering people's harvests. Masking people's good and kind deeds. Uncovering people's weaknesses. Damaging people's countenances and images. Forcing women to prostitute themselves. Wasting people's properties. Riding roughshod over people. Humiliating people to one's own advantages. Transferring blame onto others to protect oneself. Transferring misfortunes onto others. Acting arrogantly because of one's wealth. Deriding the poor. Frustrating people's advantages. Envying people's wealth and ranks. Being jealous of people's talents. Trickery in business. Selling substandard goods for the cost of quality products. Littering. Polluting the environment. Forcing people to do things beyond their abilities or against their wills. Forcing people to commit suicide. Digging up people's ancestral tombs. Destroying people's homes. Gossiping. Disrupting people's peace of mind. Jumping the queue. Showing ferocity. Plagiarism and piracy. Harming people behind their backs. Embezzlement in the name of public welfare. Concocting pretexts. Corruption and bribery. Creating useless projects for one's own interests. Dissipation and extravagance. Instigating public unrest. Advocating violence. Destroying mountains and forests. Uprooting grass randomly. Polluting rivers. Plunging living beings into abysses of misery. Jerry-building. Building dangerous structures. Gathering people to gamble. Scheming to cheat people out of their money. Publicizing ghosts and demons. Poisoning souls. playing ghosts and goblins, publicizing superstitions, building temples randomly, corrupting people's ethics and consciences, engaging in witchcraft, conducting fortune-telling, extracting human organs, injuring others' limbs, cursing people and wishing them evil, praying for people's misfortunes, being greedy of food and covetous of benefit, squandering food, laziness and acting slickly, comparing oneself with others, behaving tumultuously, interrupting people's rest, exposing people's privacy, trespassing onto private residences, intimidating and threatening, kidnapping and hijacking, occupying people's lands and belongings, defaulting on one's debts, abusing one's power to seek personal gains, bullying people with one's power, complaining and being jealous, bragging and flaunting. What are kind deeds? Here are some examples. Reverence for the greatest creator, life, nature, gods, and deities. Following the examples of sages and saints. Filial piety. Respecting the old and loving the young. Treating people equally. Praising kind deeds. Encouraging others. Having a kind heart toward all beings. Loving others as oneself. Showing compassion for those with misfortune. Sharing others' happiness. Helping people in need. Rescuing people from danger. Displaying others' advantages. Uncovering one's own disadvantages. And never recall benefits that you have granted to others. Repaying favors that are owed. And not complaining about humiliation. Harboring no hatred for hurt. Letting others gain wisdom through your illumination. Leading people to sunshine. Imparting knowledge. Passing your skills on. Diligent and thrifty. Working hardly. Keeping promise and being honest. Remaining simple and sincere. Spreading happiness and joy. Not limiting but expanding people's freedom. Helping people gain happiness. Catching thieves and subduing demons when they are found. Singing praises of sincerity and virtue. Hiding others' wrongdoings but praising their good deeds. Being practical and realistic. Refuting and not spreading falsehoods. Not pocketing lost properties on the road. Not bolting the door at night, trusting people as you sleep. Finding happiness in helping others. Providing people with conveniences. Consistency in words and deeds. Reflecting your true inner self. Steering away from the evil path. Being scrupulously honest even in private. Wishing for people's safety. Praying for people's good fortune. Being neither ostentatious nor extravagant even when you can. Engaging in no sycophancy when you are poor. Showing gratitude and giving thanks often. Feeling appreciative. Showing no arrogance when you have achieved your ambition. And never giving up when faced with setbacks. Boosting people's morale. Promoting people's confidence. Helping people to fulfill their cherished hopes. Helping people to achieve their goals. Being faithful and forgiving to others. Showing generosity and tolerance. Being courteous and humble. abiding by order, resigning at the height of your prosperity, being at peace with the world, showing equity and justice, treating relatives and friends with impartiality, dedicating voluntarily, having a placid and peaceful mind, remaining neat and tidy, showing a motherly or fatherly face, offering explanations for any doubt, showing hospitality and enthusiasm, being philanthropic and contributing, helping those in dangerous situations, telling the truth, planting fruit trees, showing neither arrogance nor impetuosity, having a gentle and placid temper, lacking all desire for ostentation, envying neither rank nor wealth, arising when dawn breaks, sleeping when dusk falls, being studious and eager to learn, glowing radiantly, dressing appropriately for situations, projecting astounding inner beauty, projecting a pleasant image with every posture, being outgoing and lively, enjoying fun activities and playing games, speaking with a pleasant voice, speaking with a sweet tongue, leaving benefits to others and taking the difficult tasks to oneself, being open and above board, doing nothing underhandedly, being dutiful, and never coveting others' property, loving peace, loving the broad masses, remaining close to nature, caring for grass and flowers, probing approachable, having compassion even for insects. There are no gates to fortune or misfortune. You cause both for yourself. The effects of good and evil are like shadows following forms. Good will be rewarded with good and evil will be punished by evil. Divine punishments, though slow, are always sure, with big meshes, yet letting nothing slip through.